What is going on, guys? Xtimus here. Today I present to you 30 things you didn't know about Diablo 2. Stay a while, listen, and enjoy some epic history of Diablo 2. Number 1. Obelisks. Obelisks are one of the many unused objects in the game files. They seem to gain power when you place a gem inside of them. Moderators can spawn these objects, but they will crash the game if they are used. Number 2. Druid Eagle Shapeshifting ability. The original release of Diablo 2 had text files for the expansion pack's abilities. Some of these ideas, including a Eagle Shapeshift, were removed from the game. Number 3. Plague Runeword. There are dozens of runewords and unique items that have not been released in Diablo 2. Plague is one of the very few items in the game's text files that shows the stats of the runeword. Many tales about the runeword have been talked about in the Diablo 2 community, such as the runeword didn't work properly and some kind of glitch was involved. The runeword is one of a kind because it is the only item in the game to give a cleansing aura when equipped. Number 4. Poison Shrine that has a hidden bonus. This shrine gives the player numerous poison gas potions and creates a circle of poison gas. The shrine also has a hidden bonus of giving your character a poison duration of 0. Number 5. Resurrection. In the game's early development period, resurrection was present from the use of a resurrection scroll, just like in Diablo 1. Later on, resurrection was used as a skill only a paladin could cast. One of his skill trees at the time was pure healing skills. Resurrect was one of the highest level skills for a paladin at this time. During the development of the paladin's healing skills, they were widely taken from the game or changed in the auras. In the final version of the game, the skill was completely removed. If Resurrection was in the game, this would have really changed the dynamics of how hardcore works today in Diablo 2. Since when you die on your hardcore character, you cannot come back, but if you were resurrected from another player, that would totally change the game completely. Number 6. Guild Houses. As shown in these images here are unreleased screenshots of what would have been 2 of the guild house maps in Diablo 2. Pause the video on this image to see an official statement from Blizzard explaining why guilds were removed from the game. Number 7. The Heaven Portal. Shown here is a white portal that was found in the game's unused designs. Thanks to Quebec Games for pointing this unique design out. They believe this may have been an unused version of the portal to Hell after the defeat of Mephisto. I personally believe this portal has some connection to T-Rail or even the High Heavens in Diablo 2. Number 8. Unused Camel Design. Another thanks to Shadow of Quebec Games that found this unused camel design in the game file. Number 9. Lord Seis Thief ability. Prior to version 1.04, Seis was able to use Thief, which was an unusual ability that caused potions to drop from a character's belt. This ability was glitched and removed during patch 1.04. Number 10. Call to Arms on a Barbarian. When this runeword is seen on a Barbarian, the maximum number of battle order skills is only 3. Even if the runeword shown actually has 6 to battle orders rolled, it will only show 3 for a Barbarian. This is set in place to nerf the Barbarian's highest skill level for battle orders. Number 11. Herb. An item shown here called Herb is in the game files. It has sounds, graphics, and even boosts the player's speed for a short period of time after it's used. It can be acquired using character editors. Some unused files seem to suggest that other items could or were planned to increase the duration of herbs. Number 12. Merman Sprocket Boots. These boots are unable to drop in the game, but the stats from the item are in the game files. Similar to the Constricting Ring, probably the reason why these boots are set to not drop in the game is because the overpowered stats on them, such as giving you a 75% magic absorb, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Number 13. McAuley's Folly. Sanders, known for the odd melee damage bonus that is designed for the Necromancer, was previously named McAuley's Folly. This name may be an Easter egg of some sort since Blizzard North has named many items and characters in the game after people or characters outside of the Diablo universe. Number 14. Purchasing mana potions used to be non-existent. Pre-version patch 1.10 you could not purchase mana potions from merchants. After this was later changed in patch 1.10, this caused a massive outrage to players, especially in PvP, since sorceresses were overpowered. Allowing them to have mana potions was considered a disadvantage to players at the time. Number 15, 64-player game difficulty setting. In version 1.09a/b, the player setting command was players X, not players/X, as it is now. In 1.09a/b, the number could be anywhere from 1 to 64. You also would not get any confirmation that the player setting has changed like it shows in today's version. This would allow the player to fight monsters at a maximum difficulty of 64 players, making Diablo's minions have a massive amount of health. Prior to version 1.09, Thresh was randomly spawned in the Frigid Highlands. Thresh was one of the top farmed super unique monsters in the game since he spawned with a demon imp on his back. Both Thresh and the imp dropped items like it was a boss, and the imp could also be used for an item find for a possible triple drop for a Barbarian. Since 1.10, Thresh Socket now spawns at the very end of the area plateau, guarding the entrance to the Crystalline Passage. He also spawns without a demon imp, and only drops items once even if an imp happens to leap onto him like before. Number 17, the Wonder Runeword Wand. This wand runeword in the game file shows no stat information besides the recipe to create it, Nef, Soul, and Ist runes. This wand is unusual since it requires 3 sockets, and wands in Diablo 2 are impossible to spawn with 3 sockets. Number 18, Cow Level Experience Nerf. In the early 2000s, the cow level was the most popular place to gain experience because of the large number of cows in the level. The experience was nerfed in patch 1.10. The secret cow level was then used as its original purpose as an Easter egg, not a place to use for massive experience gain. Number 19, Telekinesis could pick up any item. This spell used to have the ability to pick up several types of items, which led to an unfair advantage to other players in the game. This was eventually fixed to allow Telekinesis to only pick up common supply items, such as scrolls and potions. Number 20, Shenk the Overseer. Shenk the Overseer that is found in the Bloody Foothills near the stairs up to the Frigid Highlands is named after the lead artist in Diablo 2, Phil Shenk. Number 21, Stone of Jordan Cube Recipes. There are 2 recipes that require this ring. The first requires 3 perfect skulls, a rare item, and the Stone of Jordan. This rewards you with 1 socket added to a rare item. This recipe may seem pointless to modern Diablo 2 players because of the socket quest given by Larzuk in Act 5, but this quest was not available to players during the classic version of Diablo 2, making this recipe quite useful. The second recipe requires 1 perfect skull, 1 rare item, and the Stone of Jordan. This rewards you with the possibility of creating a higher quality rare item. These recipes are less likely to be used in Diablo 2 today. They were commonly used during the earlier days of the game when Stones of Jordan were highly duped, and used as the game's in-game trading currency. Number 22, Varaya and Khan. These 2 mod makers are best known for their popular Diablo 1 Middle-earth mod. They both had Barbarian mercenaries named after them in Diablo 2. Number 23, Pattern Runeword. This Assassin Claw runeword is enabled in the Diablo 2 game files. It is possible to create this runeword on the Open Battle.net game at dim.qcgames.org, but the item will become buggy if taken outside of this game or transferred to D2SE, for example. Number 24, the Diggler Easter Egg. This unique dagger is a reference to Mark Wahlberg's fictional character Dirk Diggler from the 1997 film Boogie Nights. Number 25, Ginther's Rift. This unique sword got its name from a fan who won a contest to have a unique item named after him. Number 26, Ragnar Lothbrok Easter Egg. Act 5 mercenaries have a chance of spawning several optional names. One of them is the legendary Viking hero and ruler Ragnar Lothbrok. Number 27, Larzuk's Champion. The barbarian blacksmith in Act 5 known as Larzuk is the town's blacksmith. Larzuk's Champion is an unused unique item in Diablo 2 with no information given about it. The item probably would have been an exclusive item for Barbarians since Larzuk is one himself. Number 28, Corpse Spitter Mercenary Glitch. Corpse Spitter and Maw Fiends are exclusive species in Act 5. They will fight melee style, but their first priority is to run around the battlefield consuming corpses of the dead and spitting them back at the heroes, dealing minor physical damage. One of the most hilarious bugs in the history of Diablo 2 was in the first version, where these minions could eat your dead mercenary and spit them out, allowing your hireling to never be resurrected again in any way. This would also cause your mercenary to permanently lose all of its equipment. Number 29, Dueling Arenas. The unused maps that you can see in this image show what would have been the arena tomes in Diablo 2. Blizzard North also intended to have a kill counter that would have been used. This would have made a huge impact on how PvP combat is played in the game today. Number 30, the Lost Quest of Diablo. There exists graphics for Diablo Soulstone shown right here that are in the game files. Some of the abandoned quests that are deep in the game's coding point to there being 6 quests in Act 4, not 3, but the code for them doesn't trigger and there are only 3 in the final game. It's been speculated that destroying Diablo Soulstone may have been a final quest in the game. This item cannot be acquired with any character editor. This is just one of the many things that didn't make it to Diablo 2 due to the fact that Blizzard wanted to get Diablo 2 released at a specific time, and this delayed Blizzard North from creating a lot of things in Diablo 2 that they wanted to. There's 30 things you guys didn't know about Diablo 2. Make sure you subscribe if you want to keep up with Diablo 2 content. Links for my Twitch, Patreon, and Discord page are in the description below. I would like to give a special thanks to DiabloII.net, Diablo Wiki, Diablo 2 map editor Paul Cerami, Shadow, and Dementio of Quebec Games for their contributions to myself and the Diablo 2 community. This is Xtimus here signing off. I love you guys so much and I will see you guys on my next Diablo video.